So the last couple of days have been pretty full on actually. Some really interesting stuff going on, a lot of coaching. So yesterday a guy came in that was really interested in buying a paddleboard, and we kind of, normally if someone's really interested in buying, I kind of like getting them out on the water using the different boards that they're actually really interested in buying. So in theory it's like quite a good way to get a free sort of tester on a board, but I guess it's the same as if you're buying a car. You can go for a test drive to see which different cars you like. It's the same with the boards, and again, I was super interested in one particular board, the Vortex Air, and he wanted it a lot cheaper than the asking price, so we're currently in discussion whether we can lower the price for him, but realistically I don't think we can go as low as what he's asking for. But it was just it was good, yeah, interacting with a customer who was interested in buying a board and just like testing it out, seeing what sort of things that he was picking up that I might not have been able to things that he was picking up that I might not necessarily have known before about the board, or stuff that he sort of felt from using the board rather than just like talking about it, if that makes sense. So that was a sort of good experience. And then today was a lot of coaching in the morning, some sailing coaching, and in the afternoon I had a paddleboard lesson, which just went really well, really fun. It was very light winds, so nice flat water. We just paddled around. So we went from Sparks Marina and it was sort of mid to high tide, so we could get all the way up to the lagoon. Started off with the basics, sort of going from kneeling all the way to standing up. Went to the end of the lagoon and practiced some turns and things. Came back down the lagoon and off the creek back down to the pontoon where we started, and then went past the pontoon and off to another sort of creek where we went all the way up. It's quite hard to drag a paddleboard lesson over 2 hours without going for a decent distance, just normal paddling, and that's basically what we did. Just enjoyed the journey, and then when we got to the ends, we were doing more of an exercise, so practicing different variations on turning, and also just practice paddling sort of efficiently, and yeah, they were picking up really well, and they really enjoyed it. So that's the main thing, making sure that people enjoy their time on the water. Like you can only learn so much in a given space of time, so it's about not really like overloading them with too much information, but making sure that they are progressing and learning, but ultimately just having fun on the water, just having a good time. I felt like one of the best things to do, especially with paddling, is just to have a chat with them as you're paddling, and the time goes a little bit quicker that way, and you tend to enjoy it a lot more if you're talking about, whether you're talking about the kit that you're on and different techniques, or you're just having to chat about anything, like you can do everyday stuff and just having a normal conversation. I think paddleboarding's simple enough that you can kind of get away with doing that. Obviously if they're distracted too much, or if conditions change, you don't want to be having a bit of a chin wag whilst they're sort of drifting downwind, but yeah, it's just about keeping it pretty light and pretty fun and entertaining. So yeah, that was this afternoon, so it went pretty well, and yeah, I just got back home, so I'm gonna probably go on a bit of an evening run, just because the evenings are so light now, so it's so super nice. But looking forward to tomorrow, some more of the same stuff back in the shop, so yeah, looking forward to it.